Okay. Take two. Let's see if it works better this time. Hopefully it does. Hey, Lovercase, sorry about the stream crashing. Hopefully you'll be able to watch and be able to help out today with today's stream. Because, as usual, I like to interact with the viewers. But in the downtime between the last stream crashing and me kicking up this one, I figured out how to make that Discord link not expire. And yeah, I do not care. Hopefully everything will work out better. Coming to find out, the reason why Hogwarts Legacy was lagging out like it was because my Twitch video, one of my hard drives was getting too full. So computer said, "Nope, can't do it." How do I have Hogwarts Legacy? Odd. Yeah, hopefully that fixes everything. Now that I've actually come back with a while we wait for this to load. Ooh, not bad. Alright. Thought you'd like to stick around and help me make some choices with Huff Puff. Maybe. Ah, fucker ducker. Oh, now what did I do? Hang on. Reload! Maybe. Might wait a sec. Let's see. Jeez. 39.5 hours playing Hogwarts Legacy. Holy crap. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, relaunching. Hopefully it works this time. Got my Dr. Pepper so I don't fall asleep. Too bad. Gotta get that caffeine in, because my body can't handle energy drinks. Unfortunately. Oh well. Yeah, of course yours can. You're an addict when it comes to energy drinks, Lover K. You're a monster who is addicted to Monster. Okay, attempting take 2 on Hogwarts Legacy. There we go. Okay. Is one viewer enough to mess around with Huff Puff, or should I wait for a couple more? Well, now I can happily say I've got one of every Hogwarts house. Let's see, should I wait for others? Hey, hey, hey! Welcome in, Ashley Parker. Great to see ya. Just getting ready to... I'm playing your favorite game, huh? Well, I think you're gonna want to stick around for this, because the reason why the title of this stream is called Spell Slinging with Huff Puff is because I have in my selection here, as you can see, a Hufflepuff named Huff Puff. But that's more than just a play on words, because she is a Hufflepuff. She is specifically named this way because you, the viewers, get to decide. Oh, you like Gryffindors better? I'm more of a Ravenclaw myself. A Slytherin? Yes. One of my mods is a Slytherin. And then my closest friend is actually a Slytherin herself as well. So, but Huffpuff here, I have dedicated to the viewers because my last stream, I think it was on Wednesday, or it was either Wednesday or last week. I let the viewers decide what Huffpuff does, whether it's which class to go to, how to respond with certain prompts. Combat I usually take over with just because I don't want to die. Hufflepuffs are cool, but they have a tendency of... what's the word? Dying? Godric Gryffindor, hello! It's bad luck being a Hufflepuff, but that's the fun of it. We play as a Hufflepuff and try not to die. Really, Loggy? So with an active viewer in mind, we shall begin. Now before us, where I left off on this stream to get you up to speed, Ashley, is I have the choice of either going to Charms class or to my Defense Against the Dark Arts class. Both need to be done. I had to pick one or the other in order to close out of the map at the time. So what do you think? Should I go Charms and learn Accio first? Or go to Defense Against the Dark Arts and learn Levioso? Ugh, excuse me. Now, there's going to be times where I'm going to be sitting like this because I'm waiting for responses. Ashley, you say Defense Against the Dark Arts? Alright, here. Let's go! Learn Levioso. Let's go! Open Sesame. Hufflepuff? Yeah, she's gonna die. Hopefully not. One of the speed goals that I'm wanting to do with Hufflepuff here is try to see if I can unlock none other than Avada Kedavra. I might do that in private with the Yes Man, who is a Gryffindor. Actually, no, it is not. As you may have seen from the character select screen, this is actually my... Actually, let me show you here real quick. Settings, exit menu, yes, it's fine. Didn't do nothing. But basically, Slytherins are not top. As you can see, I've actually been playing this for a while now, because my main one that I have... Oh, ha, ha, ha. Very funny. They're tied for top with Ravenclaw, thank you. And because it's been a minute since I've actually played... The personal run I did 2 days ago. But they're only on top because they're tied for top, thank you. They are not. That is to be debated, Lover K. You got no room to talk. You ain't even watching, according to my end. Yeah, because... I'm going to say this purely as a joke. Avada Kedavra is an interesting spell, but Voldemort, he ain't got the nose for it. To each their own house. I have been working on stream normally as a Ravenclaw, because that is my main house. I only started this personal run as a bit of a joke because I wanted to figure out where the hell Slytherin House was, because I was trying to find all the house entrances. Also, I didn't figure this out until recently. There are actually 4 achievements in this game where you need all 3 of... I can't fucking count. All 4 of the Hogwarts houses listed over here to my left. Actually, to your left. No, yeah, my left. Don't know what the hell I'm saying. This ain't no mirror. But at one point you encounter the map room. And you get an achievement for every time you encounter it based off of your house. Yeah, I'm a little confused. English, no English. What I'm trying to say is there are achievements where you can find the map room based off map chamber as your Hogwarts house. Hour left. They're right, hour left. But, example, Toast of the Town. Find the map chamber as a Slytherin. Or let's see what else I unlocked here. The Wise Owl. Find the map chamber as a Ravenclaw. I know there is... There is an achievement, I'm sure. Okay, yeah, there are 2 achievements that I haven't yet to find because I haven't gotten them yet. That is to find the map chamber as a Hufflepuff and a Gryffindor. But today's stream, we're doing it with Huffpuff. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Yes, man, I'll deal with myself. But the 2 goals for Huffpuff is try not to kill her and see if we can't unlock Avada Kedavra. Just because I want to see if somehow I can land our little witch here in Azkaban. Because there have been talks that if you use Avada Kedavra on a Hogwarts student, then you will wake up in Azkaban when you get knocked out. So let us see if that is the case. Oh, I'm evil. I do not care. I have my Dr. Pepper 23, and I'm happy. Heads up! Let me toy with the volume here.
Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
She's probably one of my favorite teachers.
To the wise, age matters very little.
Ooh,
today we will review
that is
a spell that
unfortunate,
has saved
Lovercake.
me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
This ought to be fun. Steady your wand with mouse and guide it to the symbol's path to learn the spell. Press the corresponding input when prompted to accelerate your wand's motion along the symbol's path. So nothing but space, so just gotta time it is all. Yeah, there's the fire I was waiting to see. Jeez! Well, I did this as a Gryffindor because I was speeding through it a bit.
Levioso.
Because I was bored, honestly, because it didn't have a lot of chat interactions. That red fire
Now,
did not
let's try
come
something a
after
little
my
larger.
cursor for some reason. Oh, good. Target practice dummy. Clear the room. Make way for the cutie with glasses and hair bun.
Let us begin with the basic cast.
Basic cast.
See how the dummy
doesn't do
deflected your
jack.
cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprise. Good. Now,
And
the
1,
basic.
2, 3.
Well done.
Doink. Okay,
Very good.
now here
But
comes an
the best
opportunity
way
for
to
you
practice
guys.
is
So
by
act
duel.
quick while this
We'll
cutscene's
start
going.
with you two.
Do
Duelists,
I let
take
him
your
win
marks.
or do I
Time
kick
for
his
a proper
tail?
Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Try and hold off as long as I can while waiting for you guys to respond.
This should be easy.
Protego! Stupid!
Complicates things.
Leviosa!
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Kick his ass.
Stupid!
This can't be your first.
Say less.
Let's just say I'm a
And
quick
down he goes. That's gonna get me every time, just the ploof of the papers.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Okay, so from what I researched, in order to unlock Avada Kedavra, we need to
I
back
put
up
you on the
Sebastian
spot,
there as much
and
as we
you rose
can.
to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students.
Yes,
They
ma'am.
are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise
course,
you to
kick
keep
his ass. I
practicing
love
whenever
it.
you can.
Love the sass there.
Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All
Actually,
right.
you being in chat
That's
here is
enough
actually of good
spectacle for one
timing
day. Class is
because
dismissed.
I don't recall correctly, but down below there's actually a link to my Discord that I've actually recently updated. So hopefully it won't expire on future viewers. But if you want to see behind the scenes, we love sharing pet pics, we love goofing around, giving recommendations to others.
Nice
Feel free to
work.
join us. Okay,
I
Sebastian.
enjoyed that.
Oh, you already
Duel
joined.
was quite
Okay.
something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new
Sallow,
student to
not
be
Swallow,
so deft with a
Sallow.
wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Share a wand combat, or it was never used the wand. Yes, we have plenty of pet pics. Me actually... Slight technicality too. I share a dog with my mom who is a little Chihuahua Min Pin Pug mix of a booger. And then I have a cat, but he's with my ex-wife currently, who I need to get the cat back. Okay, should we go just say we have had my share of wand combat? Or it was never used my wand in combat before. Oh, fat cat or happy cats. Dogs will do that. With the dog, I always remember... Yeah, I hope I get my cat back because he is a beautiful little guy. You're still mad about that, Lever K? Yeah, I need to figure out where I'm going to put his stuff. Honestly, if I do get him home. I appreciate that. If I can find a good picture of him, I'll actually share him in the server. Pets are more than just animals. They are our fur babies. Or feather babies if you have burbs. Guess we're taking a quick time out here. Ooh, that is cool. That is a very good skill to have. Now, shall we get back to the legacy that is of Hogwarts? And there goes my voice into a British accent, because why the hell not? We've having a female Hufflepuff staring at a male Slytherin for a minute. In pure awkward silence. While she tries to figure out what the hell to say next. Will she say, I've had my share of wand combat? Or it was never used my wand in combat? You guys aren't gonna pick, I'm gonna pick for you. Fig swore us to secrecy. Do our own shit. Let's do it.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Sounds intriguing or sounds suspicious? An unsanctioned dueling organization. And you gotta love how the spelling is just different in different countries. What should we go with, Ashley? I'd get my average viewer rate up, I'd have channel points by now. There was something on my screen. How about that? Let's go. Intriguing, why not?
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
happens. There is a channel for that. Okay, next up we need to go to Charms class. Be sure to ignite that. Always gotta ignite the flue flame spots. Run, man, run! Up to the Charms classroom.
Professor Ronan tells you.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks
He is
to page
the
517.
most
But before we begin,
interesting professor I've
anyone
ever
here
met in
tell me the
Hogwarts
difference
Legacy.
between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Okay, let's see here.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done.
Okay, seems simple enough. Blip, blip,
Excellent control there. Very good. Splendid.
Easy.
Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Watch this.
Now, do I want to... Missed one.
Yes!
Let's see, do I want to play to win or lose this? One was green? Oh.
That's it!
Here we
Well,
go.
whatever.
Phew. Well done. Let us see.
Woo! That was edge of the... Quite literally edge of the board there.
That is how it's done.
Well, looks like I'm playing to win this one.
A perfect score. Remarkable. Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this. Yes!
Okay, I need to time this one for shortly after that block gets out of the way. Right now.
I know everyone is watching, but try not to be nervous. You are doing
Stop,
quite
stop,
well.
stop! Fuck.
Stay focused.
Here we go.
There we go.
Very good.
Okay. I'm not doing too hot.
Be sharp.
Okay, I can easily win this. I just gotta land a 50 on this last one. Oh, that didn't work. That backfired.
Nicely done.
Tie game. Well, that would have been better had I not
Very
deflated my
good,
one
both
ball.
of you. Well done.
Okay.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
A tight game. It turns out we were evenly matched. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Very well.
Of course, you can use
A
Accio
word,
on
if you
humans,
would.
if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian.
You
know
wanted
it's
to
going to work
speak
on
with me,
humans.
Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? And what a close match between you and Miss Onai. Invigorating.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Okay. You okay, friend?
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
Hello there. You're the new student.
And now we go talk with Professor Weasley. No choice in that, really. Let us begin.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Yeah, we'll
Have
go
you and
this one,
Professor
why
Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Okay, guys, should I go to Hogsmeade with Natty or with Sebastian? More awkward silence between our Hufflepuff and the professor. What does I have ping here? Let's do Sebastian just because we need to back him
I'd like
up
to
a
go
bit.
with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Alright, now we report to Professor Ronan. Yeah, where did my chat disappear to? Guys! Can't be doing all the legwork. I'm gonna be doing this, and I'm gonna be doing this. Someone gonna Save game. Override. Where'd everybody go?
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
If I can spell shit. Okay, complete the task.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area.
Gotcha.
Got it. Revelio. Accio. Brilliant.
Piece of cake.
I trust the preliminary task.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Let's see. Space. Come on. F. Space. Space. Go, 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 go.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove.
Perfect. It took me a couple times on my
allegedly symbolized
Twitch stream.
heartbreak. Perhaps
About to
a
get
guilty
that
lover
one
thought it
down.
Too accurate and lashed out.
As I recall, we cut through King's Cross Station, down these stairs, through this hallway, leap off the stairs, tuck and roll through the door. You gonna beat him up? No, just thump him? Okay. Do tuck and roll, up and over, tuck and roll, nope.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Yes, fancy indeed. Grab that, broom. From behind the back.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
Okay, viewers. Coming up shortly will be another opportunity for you to tell me where to go first. So stick around, because there are 3 shops I need to visit. There's Pippin's Potions, Ollivanders, and I don't remember the third one, but basically wand, potions, and seeds are the first 3 things I'm going to be getting.
I'm glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
There we go.
Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
Hippogriffs.
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Like we already...
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead.
And when you label something as forbidden, it makes things a lot more interesting.
Have you had much
to
of
go
a chance
see.
to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh, any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling.
I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Demi-guys.
Demi-guys.
Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state.
Get some moonstones there, because those will come in handy
Mr. Moon
later.
is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts.
Alright, and so begins our adventure.
Honestly, If one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't
Yeah, I
know
need to
if
get
it's
my
the shops or the
spellcrafts.
people,
Need to
but
get
there's
my
just
wand.
something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame.
And then potions.
So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get. A wand and some other bits.
Yes, dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Hogsmeade Village is brimming with different shops. Open map, of course. So I need to visit Tomes and Scrolls, which I passed on the way, and Ollivander's to get my wand, J. Pippin's potions, and the magic neep. Okay, chat, where shall I go first? Tomes and Scrolls, Ollivander's potions, or the magic neep? Not a very active chat today. I'll just go in order, starting with Tomes and Scrolls. There was
Revelio.
What's that? Wait, can I go in here? Did not know I could go in here. Cool.
An inquiring mind.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda's student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here. Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, seeing it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look.
He's not wrong.
Let's look at what we have, shall we?
Get both of those.
If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Oh. Note to self, sneezes hurt. Alrighty. Off to Ollivanders. What the? Oh, hello. What the fuck? Wait. That did a thing? That did a... What now? Well... Okay. Ollivanders is next on the list.
Merlin's blooming beard. Not again.
What? And blow up the shop?
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time.
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet
excuse
you.
me.
Truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it.
Uh-oh. Fire in the hole!
Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps... Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated.
Alright, well, we may just have to enlist Siri for this next
Where
job.
are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it.
Okay, let's start out with the easy bit. Pick a number between 1 and 3. 2. Okay, unicorn hair.
A unicorn hair wand is most reliable
3. Okay.
and faithful to its owner. Phoenix feather.
Let's see.
Exceptionally rare, and a core with a strong
Alright,
sense
how about you
of
give me a
initiative.
measurement between 9.5 and 14.5? We'll start there. Basically, how long of a wand? Anywhere from 9.5 inches to 14.5 inches.
Curious indeed.
11 3/4, okay.
How intriguing.
And then what type of wood? Let's see, there's acacia, alder, apple, ash, aspen, beech, blackthorn, black walnut, cedar, cherry, chestnut, cypress, dogwood, ebony, elder,
How
elm,
intriguing.
English oak, fir, hawthorn, hazel, holly, hornbeam, large laurel, maple, pear, pine, poplar? Yeah. Red oak, redwood, rowan, silver lime, spruce, sycamore, vine, walnut, and willow. And you. I just realized something. This is hilarious. Willow? Okay.
Curious indeed.
I just realized something here, guys. So, if you go through every Pokemon game, from Red to now, Scarlet and Violet, each of the professors, the Pokemon professors, have the last name based off of wood. Professor Oak was the original. Professor Rowan, I believe, was Diamond and Pearl. Professor Willow, I think, was... Oh, shit, my mind went out. Yeah, the Pokemon professors have last names based off of the trees. And then let's see, how flexible?
How intriguing.
Quite bendy, fairly bendy, very flexible, quite flexible, surprisingly swishy, slightly springy, supple,
Indeed.
reasonably supple, whippy, pliant, brittle, hard, solid,
How
stiff,
intriguing.
rigid, unbending, slightly yielding, or unyielding. Slightly swishy? Why does that combination sound familiar, Lover K?
Curious indeed.
Wait, slight swishy? Let's see. We'll go swishy. There is no slight swishy. There's either swishy
How
or
intriguing.
surprisingly swishy. Swish? Okay.
Curious indeed.
And then... what about the style? We've got...
How intriguing.
Notched, warm brown. We got notched, classic, soft spiral, basic spiral. Isn't that your wand combination? Willow at 11 3/4 inches. No? Spiral,
Curious
stock, ringed, oh, not bad. Crooked spiral or natural.
How intriguing.
Notched, classic, soft spiral, maybe stock,
Curious indeed.
ringed, crooked spiral, or natural. Let's see what you come up with. Well, yours is a dogwood. Fair enough.
How intriguing.
Crooked spiral. Ringed. Oh. I mean, don't let the base one deceive you. We do also have the color variants to deal with. But go with the last one, the natural. Okay, then gray, honey brown, or warm brown. Because once you get the style of wand that you want, there's also the coloration that we can toy with.
How intriguing.
Natural style with honey brown. I kind of like how that one looks. That is actually one that looks worthy of a Hufflepuff, honestly. Very well.
What do you think?
Poor Ollivander just watching the wand just change.
Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future.
Thank you, Ollivander. Much appreciated.
Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
Of course. And a phoenix feather core is terribly selective. This will be an excellent match indeed. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger.
You're a W wand
Do not be
creator.
surprised
Yes, you
that
are,
your new
Lever
wand's
K.
ability to perceive
Maybe
your
I should list you
intentions,
for when I get Yes
particularly
Man's wand.
in a moment of need.
Or I might just
Sounds
play
wonderful,
roulette with
Mr. Ollivander.
Syrian.
I'll let you get to
You
it.
should run that
Do
shop.
come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Well, now that I have your full attention, shall I go to J. Pippin's Potions next, or the Magic Neep?
Revelio.
Magic Neep, basically, I'm getting the seeds to grow my own potion ingredients. Basically, plant seeds and what have you. Neeps. Hogsmeade's supplier of fresh produce, seeds, and fertilizer. So basically I need to visit here before I can start my herbology class. So it's either Neep or J. Pippin's Potions. Okay, okay. Alright, alright. You needed to yell at me. Just because I'm trying to explain your options. And come here, you. I love doing that. Wait, can I clear the jump? I cannot. No time for explaining. Well, then come watch, at least. We shall go to the Neep. Oh, you're an amusing one to irritate, Lover K. Hello, Mr.
Pardon me, sir.
Teasdale.
I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Oh, the Dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you then. Merlin's baby.
No, I'm running an errand for
Starting
the 5th
Hogwarts
year.
is a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of Dittany seeds?
Oh, yes, please.
Let me guess. You're after something fresh.
Well, he's proud to grow them himself, lassie. So do not hate on the man for growing his own ingredients.
Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Thank you, good sir.
Revelio.
And now, last stop. J. Pippin's Potions.
Revelio.
I reckon there's more to Hogwarts. Wait, who's that? Aha! There's a chest that I missed. I'll have to come back to that one later.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though, I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately.
I forgot that it was his father who
opened
opened the store to begin with, and not his father's grandfather.
Is it not the most fascinating art of potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can, so you don't miss out on anything.
Cheers,
but
mate.
for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we? What can I do for you today?
I need my Edurus potion recipe and the Wiggenweld potion.
Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Bit of a rush, laddie.
That's everything. Better go and find Sebastian.
Oh, you want the skull? Maybe later. After stream, I'll get up my Gryffindor character and I'll let you toy with him a bit. Fair enough? Right now, we have a story plot to go with. Not to mention... Trolls in Hogsmeade!
I officially have all of
Thought
my
you have to
supplies.
know.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get up to.
Peekaboo, bitch!
One border!
Oh!
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Run for it! Uh-oh. 3, 2, 1, see ya! Whew, peek up the skirt there. Woohoo!
Are we weakening him at all?
Keep at it. We'll wear him down eventually.
Okay, note to self.
What was that?
A taste of his own medicine.
Nicely done.
Poof! Boom!
Look out! That's right, you lumbering louts.
He's faltering.
A few more hits should do the job.
Oof! Come on, get up!
Levioso.
Bah! Ladies and gentlemen, your attention. Can I have your attention, please? Oh! Not to that. It's time for a little hypercharge. Boom!
Goodness, a second troll. Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed,
oh, that's my
perhaps
favorite
the two of
clip
you
in this
wouldn't mind
whole
helping me put
game.
a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Oh!
Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Now, to clean up the place. Great time to practice Reparo.
I'll go and see what he wants.
Revelio. Accio. Reparo. Ah, good as new. Lucky they didn't do more damage.
Good thing they didn't do any more damage. Good grief.
Reparo.
That should be
One less thing for
fine.
Officer Singer to worry about. Reparo.
6.
Revelio. Accio.
And then over here
Reparo.
makes 7. There we go. Oh, hello, kitty. Aw, pretty orange kitty. Now I go speak to the shopkeeper.
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
Fancy a spot of tea?
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself. Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
Purchase that. New gear.
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost pulverized by a troll.
I'd say that I agree with you.
Perfect.
Indeed.
3 broomsticks is just this way.
Throw back a butterbeer.
You're most welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure.
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, you might even meet Sirona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
Sirona, the owner. What ho?
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
Time to run.
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly,
Run.
let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thank you for this.
My pleasure.
Oh.
Say, trolls in Hogsmeade. It's never happened before. Something's not right. The only
Plenty's not
groups
right.
we usually have to deal with. How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the 2 of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The 3 broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere.
Good
Can't
riddance.
drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
No shit.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promise to tell you everything. It is perhaps best I do that later.
And on that note, I think we should head back to the castle.
Hang on, there's something over here I need to grab.
Revelio.
And I yoink.
Lumos.
I'm certainly glad Sirona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all
Thank
intimidated by
goodness.
Rookwood and Hollow.
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. For the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already.
Yeah.
Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
And then we just... There we go. Back to the Hufflepuff common room, which I have yet to fully explore. And quest complete. Welcome to Hogsmeade. Out of my little hobbit hole, let's just take a look around, shall we?
When I fell off my broom and broke 6 bones.
Have an owl mail. Come see me. I've discovered something in the locket we found at Gringotts. Great. Exploit to our next
Come and see
adventure.
me. I've discovered something in the locket we found at Gringotts.
I love how it reads it to you. So what's back here is my question.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Up there's probably... Okay, that makes sense now. Near as I can guess, up there is for the female Hufflepuffs, and then down here is for the males. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Revelio. Accio.
Okay. Up we go.
Revelio.
Grab another snack on the way up. Love the puzzles now that I figured out how the hell to solve them. Come here, you! So with this one, I want to... No, actually with my other one, I can stick with the script. This one, we're trying to get Avada Kedavra as quick as possible. So why would I be taking a shortcut through Slytherin Dungeon? That's my big question. The fastest way to Fig. Very well. Be nice if I could play this with friends. Make things a little more interesting. Oh, missed my turn. Oops. Oh, that's evil. That is evil. It could possibly happen, however. And now we wait. Professor Fig.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow, like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade? With Rookwood?
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Serona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
Except for the one guard that we saw at Gringotts who had the dark aura band on him.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. The restricted section, to be precise. And a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit, before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything.
That is
Once
true.
you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Okay, report to Professor Hecat. As I recall, we learned the fire spell from this.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
Maybe later.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
2 rounds of crossed wands and complete a round of spell combination practice with Lucan Bottleby.
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
Might some kind soul help me?
Maybe later if you shut up. Good grief. Sorry, it's just... I know why one witch needs help. Not too fond of the reason, I might add. I passed her so many times her voice can definitely get annoying. And of course there's Peeves.
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole? As long as 'twere only 1 time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the meek.
Please, Peeves, you'll make me late.
He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed, as did his containment charms, so I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm. It was granted my privileges.
Don't do that.
Handsome indeed.
That's not necessary.
Or I'd fire up the cannon, and so she agreed. To draw up a contract with her, not with him, that if I behaved, I'd have 1 weekly swim. Whee!
I'll get you for this.
Revelio.
And that's why nobody likes Peeves. He's an ugly looking one too.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Leviosa. Accio.
Hello, Lucan.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
Oh. Okay, should I put that? That's nice to hear, or I did take him down a peg. Play nice or talk trash? Well, congratulations on your victory royale. Okay, Lever K, should I put nice to hear or took him down a peg? Bear in mind, we are talking about the duel with Sebastian. gonna get Avada Kedavra. Let's go. Nice to hear.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does crossed wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
I'll join.
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Oh, I'm ready. Let's go.
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
He's probably a first or second year, honestly, by the way he sounds.
We'll make you regret signing up.
Never did like her.
Fringo. Protego. You're better than that. Stupid.
Don't think so.
Leviosa.
Come on.
Find the one.
There goes my way.
Don't try to rain that.
Fringo. Leviosa.
See ya.
Someday I'll sign up for a round.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's
That
strong
is
competition ahead,
lots
but
of
keep
fun.
this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. In fact, the second duel is ready when you are. And as a fully initiated member, you now have access to the official Crossed Wands training dummy. Very good way to master spell combinations. Come and see me, and I'll set it up. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Hey, get your bitch ass back here, Lucan. I ain't done with you yet. Let me use the training dummy real quick.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
Oh, absolutely.
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
So, Accio, 1, 2, 3, 4. Gone.
Excellent.
Levioso by followed by 4 consecutive attacks. Levioso 1, 2, 3, 4. Gone.
Nicely
Complete
done.
spell combinations without allowing them to hit the ground. Levioso 3.
Levioso.
1, 2, 3. Accio 4. Boom!
That's it. I'd
Well,
say
okay
that's enough
then.
practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Hello, Lucan.
And round 2,
Is the
fight.
next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
Oh, yes, indeed.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Sebastian?
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
Apologies in advance.
Little twerps are cocky. They will regret. No, you don't.
There goes my way.
you're down.
Some big hits that round.
Whew. Maybe burn out 2 Wiggenweld potions.
Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Well, that's done, so now we return to
Assignment's all
Professor
finished.
Hecat's office. Then racing down because my shift key is starting to stick again.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad pretty...
Zenobia, I will get back to you in a minute, damn it.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate, and keep your wand steady.
There we go.
Good work. In the classroom before you go. I've set up a few targets.
Incendio!
Getting it. Keep at it. And do try not to incinerate yourself.
There we go.
Some kind soul help me.
Okay, I hate that it does that, so I'm just going to do a quick relog here. There we go, settings, save game. Exit the main menu, yes. Reload Huff, who has climbed up in ranks. Okay. Ugh. Then we just return to Professor Fig's office.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckert.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your
is...
schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
Oh, no, it won't. I have a friend who I can go with.
It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea. Sebastian, there you are.
There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
And let us...
Seems he's working with Ranrock. And Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this portkey.
A portkey? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight. And tell no one.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Okay, let's see here. Space F. Space. Okay, just alternate between space and F. Got it. Okay, easy enough. We're going to bind that to here. See ya. We're just gonna squeak right by those stupid prefects.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the
She
drawer
almost
of
looks
that
like
desk.
the fairy godmother.
Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Okay, just go with good idea or ask why we need the key. If anyone's still watching. You know what? I'll just carry on.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves? Goodness gracious, what a mess!
And there we go.
That wasn't so difficult after all. Now, to find that book.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say. I'll be quieter than a jobber knob. Ghost, don't let her see you. Should be in the clip. There's no need for us to be skulking about.
Piece of cake.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else is given her.
Ravelli, why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? The Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne.
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
And we're just gonna play peekaboo with you, because you can't close yourself now.
Revelio.
Secrets of the darkest arts. I'm impressed.
Oh, I forgot there was one down here. I have to come back through and search again. My personal run later.
Levioso.
Revelio.
Who have we here? Sebastian Solo and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm
you...
going to tell.
Yeah, I don't think anyone really likes Peeves.
I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Okay.
How do I know you won't go to the librarian and blame this all on me?
Why would I do that? I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell.
I know just the spell to fix up this suit of armor.
Reparo. Revelio.
Oh, that archway looks fairly familiar, don't it?
Of course. Traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room.
That's it.
There we go. As I recall correctly, this is where we meet our first boss fight.
Where might this lead?
Oh, this will be fun. Always easier the third time around.
Revelio.
Let's see, can I make it another hour?
Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Go.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Incendio.
See ya.
Revelio.
That's something I didn't see before. Now what pretell do you do? Oh, you're just the bridge back. Okay.
Revelio.
This must be the way forward. But to where? Revelio.
There we go. We grab that. More money for later.
Revelio.
Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
Gold, loot, Flora. A Flora Fedora. Oh, I must come back through here again.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Oh, and she's dead.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
See ya. Okay, almost died that time. I'm a little rusty on my spell slinging against pensive guardians.
It is a book after all.
Revelio.
Alright, 2 pages. Something's missing from that book. Great.
wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too, but we have never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
You are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me.
Man, not a fan of how Peeves looks. Between
You're a
his
bright
ugly
boy.
coloration of clothing and those glowing
this.
red eyes, no thank you.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
And on that note, ladies and gents, I shall be right back momentarily. Sorry about that, guys, but we're back. Now let's go talk with Professor Fig. There we go. See if I can't hold out another hour so we can go raid.
Revelio.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Yes,
Fair
perhaps.
enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
In the second, they were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them, is my wondering.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Okay, let's see just what goodies we have in store. Black ornate gloves. Half-rim spectacles. Hatwear. The Flora Oh my. Well, I dare say this is not the best of looks, but it's something. Aye. Egad, let us stick with what we started with. We will adjust as we go. There we go. Challenges. Let's collect these up. Okay, collections. Need to skim through these real quick. Yeah, I'll deal with that later. Let's see, babe. Grab that one. There we go. Inventory. Perfect. Now.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Okay, world map. Okay, so I think we will leave that here for right now, folks. Jesus. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. Hey, not all men are bad. Don't go hating on all men. But as far as our Huff Puff goes, we will save that here for now. I might play some more tomorrow. Hopefully we can get some more views that way. Let's see. But thank you guys so much. Logi. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Lover K, for hanging around in chat today. Special thanks to Ashley Parker for stopping by. Sorry to see that you didn't follow, but if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know. Go check out the server. The link has been updated to where it will not expire anymore, now that I've actually figured that out. And if you guys are watching this on YouTube, click that like button. I'll have to get that link updated too so you guys can come join. Click the like button if you're watching this on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. The fact that my Twitch is overpowered my YouTube channel is saying something. So I'm going to have to get that back on track here soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next stream. Until then, like I always like to say, stay classy, stay unique, stay true to you. Bye, guys.